Hello, internalists. Now, this one is going to be a grand finale video, the grand finale of the whole day, actually, video that I'm making today, because this topic is really the biggest topic, one of the biggest of my whole interest that really gets me interested, really gets me thinking about my own training in Tai Chi and many conversations I've had with many different people who have done Tai Chi, especially my best friend in the whole world. You know who you are. You know, we had this argument many times. We battled it out from all different angles. We always had this daily argument, which very much encompassed what I'm talking about today, which is the dilemma of how to balance strength and conditioning with legitimate Tai Chi slash internal inner development. Okay, Neigong. How do you balance these two things? And must be very specific when I'm talking about Tai Chi Neigong. I'm talking about actually being serious about cultivating Neigong. I mean Adam Meisner serious. I mean DKU serious. I mean Sifu Sergio serious. I mean Mark Rasmus serious about developing inner Gong, about developing Tai Chi. Okay, so yeah, I mean I have to be stress that very clearly. I mean, if you're just someone that likes to use these buzzwords of, yeah, I'm training the inner Gong, I'm developing my Chi, and just using this stuff as buzzwords, if you don't really understand it, and you're saying like, yeah, I do Tai Chi and I also do weight training and I'm a master of both. I'm specifically really hoping that I can get the attention of people who really understand both. And one of the people who really inspired me very much, probably the most, would be my instructor, Peter in Whangarei, New Zealand, who comes up as a very important component of this specific topic, because Peter was a professional weightlifter, professional like a bodybuilder, and what's the term? I mean, more specializing in actually lifting how much weight you can lift up. It's not exactly bodybuilding. I forget. Please enlighten me as to what the exact term, but I think it's called weightlifting, the Olympic sport of weightlifting. Yes, and so before he started Tai Chi and started to develop his internal internal Tai Chi, he was very much totally sold on and very serious about Olympic weightlifting and other martial arts as well at that time. And then he got into Tai Chi later on, and eventually he dropped, I believe, most of his weightlifting hobby slash career, and I think he became an engineer in like Germany, and then later decided that he was more interested in Chinese medicine, and then he came to China. He went to China, came here to China, learned all about Chinese medicine, and eventually he ended up opening a clinic in New Zealand, and quite successful still as a Chinese medicine doctor, and he's also instructing Tai Chi. So I have a lot of respect for Peter, and my heart really goes out to Peter for teaching me most of what I know about Tai Chi, actually, really helping me develop my base in Tai Chi. So, and I find this is a very common trend. People who were started out in external martial arts, or hardcore sports, or whatever, and then they decided that they wanted to pursue internal development very seriously, like specifically Tai Chi, or maybe you can tell me an equivalent. So Tai Chi or an equivalent, they became very serious about it. and eventually they pretty much dropped most of their pursuit in these other sports, other physical endeavors they were doing in favor of Tai Chi or in a development. So this is very interesting, and it's a dilemma that I think a lot of people face at some point in their training of internal martial arts. This comes up. I mean, a lot of people that are doing internal martial arts or you know, were doing other external sports at some point. You know, they probably have gone through some kind of dilemma and either eventually completely gave up their external sport in favor of cultivating the Tai Chi, or they've found some way to balance the two. So what I really want to hear in this comment section below from you, anyone out there listening to me who found a way to balance these two things, balance the developing the inner gong, the jelly body, coordinated relaxedness, you know, to be able to develop the whole body power and, you know, all of the fundamental principles of Tai Chi, but who also is or was interested and very passionate about, like, weightlifting or bodybuilding or some other external martial arts or whatever, and somehow you decided that you didn't want to drop that one, you wanted to keep doing it at the same time as Tai Chi. You know, I want to hear how did you balance that? And really, I really want to stress that I want to hear from people that are deadly super serious about the Tai Chi and know their internal structure and understand all the terminology well and are not just, you know, using this as buzzwords. So really hope that I can get attention of these people. So yeah, because I think the closest person that I know would be my instructor Peter in New Zealand. But as far as I know, he doesn't really do any weightlifting anymore. Probably not entirely because he just threw it away completely in favor of Tai Chi, but also because he just doesn't have time. He's got a family, he's got his clinic, he's a Tai Chi teacher. I mean, there's only so many things you can do in a day, so he probably just decided that, well, if I'm going to choose something, choose the Tai Chi. Yeah, so I really hope that I can hear about someone and your opinions, someone who's doing both. Yeah, and hopefully my friend who's listening to this can also leave some comments below about his whole experience and the arguments that we have you can explain. Yeah, because, you know, we really had a lot of good fierce arguments to kind of defend and argue and find out the truth of each side, you know, and we're continuously always trying to do this. So yeah, I really hope to hear some enlightening intel about how to balance internal development with external conditioning. I hope to hear your comments down there. Peace and love from Internal Lars here. It means a lot to me that you watch these videos, and please subscribe to my channel if you like the video. Give it a thumbs up or dislike it if you don't like it. It's all good. Peace.